What if I told you the most popular sport on Earth is famous not for power, not for speed, but for beauty? And no, we're not talking about flashy tricks or viral highlights. We're talking about something deeper. Something millions of people feel, even if they don't fully understand the rules. By the end of this video, you'll finally understand why football is called the beautiful game, and why once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with something simple. Football looks easy. 22 players. 1 ball. 2 goals. That's it. But here's the twist. Out of 90 minutes of play, the average player only touches the ball for about 2 minutes. Think about that. 2 minutes. So what are they doing the other 88 minutes? This is where the beauty begins. Football isn't just about the ball. It's about movement without the ball. Players are constantly running, creating space, pulling defenders away, almost like a chess match, but in real time. Imagine watching a group dance where only one person holds the spotlight, but everyone else is setting it up. That's football. And suddenly, it's not just simple anymore, it's elegant. Now here's something even more surprising. Football is one of the lowest scoring sports in the world. Most games end 1-0, 2-1, sometimes even 0-0. If you're used to basketball or American football, that sounds kind of boring, right? But this is exactly what makes it beautiful. Because every goal matters. A single goal can change everything. It's like watching a movie where there's only one plot twist, but it hits so hard, you remember it forever. When a goal finally happens, it's not just a point. It's an explosion. Emotion. Tension. Relief. Chaos. All at once. And here's the crazy part, sometimes the most beautiful games don't even have goals. Because the beauty isn't always in the result. It's in the way the game is played. Now let's talk about flow. Football is continuous. There are no timeouts every few seconds. No constant stops. The clock keeps ticking. The game keeps moving. This creates something rare in sports, a natural rhythm. It feels more like music than competition. Pass, move, build, and then suddenly, boom. Chance. If you've ever watched a team string together 10, 15, even 20 passes in a row, it feels hypnotic. Like watching a perfectly timed sequence where everything just clicks. And here's a fun fact, some of the greatest teams in history were famous not for scoring the most goals, but for how beautifully they moved the ball. People would watch them, just to watch them. Not even for the result. Now here's something most beginners don't realize. Football is universal. You don't need expensive equipment. No helmets. No complex gear. All you need is a ball, or honestly, anything that can act like one. Kids play it in streets, on beaches, in alleys, on dirt, on grass. And because of that, the styles are endless. A kid in Brazil might grow up playing with flair and creativity. A player in Europe might focus more on structure and tactics. An African player might bring power and rhythm. Different cultures, different styles, same game. And when they all meet, especially in something like the World Cup, it becomes something special. It's not just a sport anymore. It's art from different parts of the world, colliding. Now let's zoom in on something small, but powerful. Creativity. Football allows improvisation in a way most sports don't. There's no fixed playbook for every moment. Players make decisions in seconds. Sometimes, they do things no one expects. A no-look pass. A sudden turn. A move that breaks the defender completely. And here's the interesting part. Even mistakes can look beautiful. Because they show intent. They show imagination. It's like jazz music. Not everything is planned, but when it works, it's magic. Now ask yourself this. Why do people scream, cry, celebrate, and sometimes even argue over this game? Because football connects. Clubs represent cities. Teams represent countries. And fans don't just watch, they feel. A last-minute goal isn't just exciting. It's unforgettable. There's a reason why moments from football are remembered for decades. Because they're not just highlights. They're stories. Now, let's bring it all together. Football is called the beautiful game because it combines simplicity with depth. Low scoring, but high emotion. Continuous play with natural rhythm. Global styles with endless creativity. It's a sport where one moment can define everything, and where beauty isn't just seen, it's felt. And here's the final thought. You don't need to understand every rule to feel football. You just need to watch closely and let the game show you why it's beautiful. Once you see it, you'll never watch it the same way again. If this helped you understand football in a whole new way, hit subscribe because we break down the game so simply, anyone can get it.